success. It's something we all strive for, something we all dream of. But what does success really mean? For many, it's measured by wealth, fame, or power. Yet, if you ask those who have achieved these things, you'll often find that true happiness still eludes them. Buddhism offers us a different perspective. It invites us to look beyond external achievements and consider success as something deeper, a state of inner peace, fulfillment, and wisdom. The Buddha taught that the foundation of a successful life begins with understanding the nature of existence. He explained this through the Four Noble Truths. 1. Life involves suffering. This is not meant to be negative, but to acknowledge that challenges are part of the human experience. 2. The cause of suffering is attachment, our clinging to material possessions, people, and outcomes. 3. There is an end to suffering, a state of liberation called nirvana. 4. The path to this liberation is the Noble Eightfold Path. Now, what does this mean for finding success in life? It means recognizing that chasing external things won't bring lasting satisfaction. True success comes from mastering your mind, living ethically, and finding balance. The Buddha's Noble Eightfold Path serves as a roadmap. It begins with right view, understanding that everything is impermanent and interconnected. Success isn't about what you own, it's about how you perceive and respond to life. Then comes right intention, aligning your goals with kindness and compassion. If your intentions are selfish or harmful, any success you achieve will feel hollow. Right speech and right action remind us to live with integrity. Speak truthfully and act ethically. Success built on lies or harm to others will never bring you peace. And let's not forget right livelihood. Choose work that aligns with your values and contributes positively to the world. Success isn't about how much you earn, but how meaningful your work is. The other steps, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration, emphasize the importance of focus, discipline, and presence. Success isn't achieved overnight. It's cultivated through consistent effort and the ability to remain calm and centered, even in challenging times. But here's something crucial. Buddhism doesn't tell you to abandon ambition. It encourages balanced ambition. Strive for your goals, but don't let your happiness depend on whether you achieve them. And most importantly, let go of attachment. We often cling tightly to outcomes, thinking that success is the only path to happiness. But clinging creates suffering. When we let go, we find freedom, and in that freedom, success flows naturally. Let me share a story that illustrates this beautifully. Once, two monks were traveling together. They came across a river where a woman was struggling to cross. One monk picked her up and carried her to the other side, breaking his monastic rule of avoiding contact with women. Hours later, the other monk said, "Why did you carry her?" The first monk replied, "I left her at the river. Why are you still carrying her?" This story reminds us of the power of letting go. Whether it's mistakes, failures, or even successes, don't carry them longer than necessary. And finally, there's generosity. In Buddhism, giving is a cornerstone of success. When we give, whether it's time, resources, or kindness, we create positive energy. Generosity connects us to others and brings a sense of abundance that no material possession can offer. So, how do we find success in life? By living with intention, letting go of what weighs us down, and focusing on what truly matters: peace, wisdom, and compassion. Success isn't a destination. It's a way of being. And when we align our lives with these principles, we don't just find success, we find a life worth living. Success is also about resilience, the ability to face life's challenges without being overwhelmed. In Buddhism, this resilience comes from understanding impermanence. Everything in life, whether it's joy or sorrow, wealth or loss, is temporary. When we accept this, we stop being shaken by every rise and fall. Instead, we learn to move forward with grace. Think about a tree in a storm. A rigid tree snaps, but a flexible one bends and survives. Buddhism teaches us to be like the flexible tree, strong yet adaptable. Success isn't about avoiding difficulties, but about learning to navigate them with wisdom and patience. Another important aspect of success in Buddhism is self-awareness. How often do we measure success by comparing ourselves to others? This constant comparison creates jealousy, dissatisfaction, and a never-ending cycle of competition. The Buddha reminds us that true success isn't found by looking outward. It's found by looking inward. Ask yourself, am I living authentically? Am I staying true to my values? Am I growing into the best version of myself? These questions matter far more than whether someone else is ahead of you. Buddhism teaches us to walk our own path at our own pace, without the burden of comparison. Let's talk about relationships. Can we truly call ourselves successful if we've achieved our goals but left behind damaged relationships? Buddhism emphasizes the importance of right speech and right action in maintaining healthy connections with others. Success is deeply tied to how we treat the people around us. Kindness, empathy, and understanding strengthen bonds and create harmony. Remember, no one succeeds entirely on their own. The people in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, are part of your journey. When we nurture these relationships, our success feels more meaningful because it's shared. Now, let's explore the role of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice in Buddhism. It reminds us to focus on what we already have instead of constantly yearning for more. Gratitude shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance. When we pause to appreciate the people, experiences, and opportunities in our lives, we realize how rich we already are. Imagine this. You wake up each morning and take a moment to express gratitude for the breath in your lungs, the roof over your head, and the people who support you. This simple practice can transform your outlook on life. It turns even the smallest victories into moments of success. Let me also touch on the idea of purpose. Buddhism teaches that a life without purpose feels empty, no matter how much you achieve. The Buddha encouraged us to reflect on what gives our lives meaning. Is it helping others? Is it growing in wisdom? Is it creating something beautiful or contributing to the well-being of the world? When you align your actions with your purpose, every step feels meaningful. Success becomes less about reaching a specific goal and more about living in alignment with your values. Finally, let's talk about something we rarely associate with success: contentment. In a world that constantly pushes us to want more, Buddhism offers a refreshing perspective. It teaches us that contentment isn't about settling for less. It's about appreciating enough. It's about recognizing that happiness isn't something we find out there. It's something we cultivate within ourselves. Contentment doesn't mean giving up on ambition. It means finding joy in the present moment, even as we strive for the future. It means realizing that the journey is just as important as the destination. So, when we think about success through the lens of Buddhism, it's not about how much you accumulate, how many awards you win, or how high you climb. It's about how you live. Are you living with integrity? Are you at peace with yourself? Are you making the world around you a little better? Success is waking up each day with a heart full of gratitude, a mind full of clarity, and a life full of purpose. It's about being kind to yourself and others, finding joy in the little things, and walking your path with mindfulness and courage. Thank you for allowing me to share these thoughts. May this wisdom inspire you to redefine success in a way that brings you true happiness, fulfillment, and peace. May your journey be one of balance, compassion, and inner growth. Remember, success is not something you chase, it's something you live. May your path be one of light, and may you find success in every step of your journey.